Being a cult. I'm excited to do this relatively short video this evening and share with you guys something that I actually have not seen hardly ever on YouTube. I'm sure it exists. I haven't seen it recently. And that is Scientology using its machine. They call it the E-meter, the electropsychometer, but they don't. They just call it the E-meter. This is the machine using their machine to sell books, using their machine to sell Dianetics books on the sidewalks of American cities. This is the same machine that Scientology uses in its auditing sessions. Its auditing sessions, its security check sessions, its interrogations. This is the machine Scientology uses to guide its interrogations. They also use it to try to sell you books. So I live in Clearwater, Florida. You will not see Scientology on the sidewalks in Clearwater, Florida with tables set up using the machine to sell it. And giant organizations to the highest. But in many cities around the country, you will see Scientologists out there on the sidewalks selling these books and using this machine. The video I'm going to share with you is about 7 minutes long, and it is from a gentleman named Aaron Ra. And this is his channel.
I know Aaron Ra.
325,000 subscribers.
Aaron Ra.
And I don't know exactly where this video was taken. Aaron's Facebook page says he lives in Garland, Texas. There's no Scientology organization in Garland.
I cannot stand this fucking guy.
Dallas. So this video might be.
I listened to his videos.
This was just a couple weeks ago, by the way, that he did this video. So this might be in Dallas, Texas. You guys might have noticed.
I know. I like him. I don't like certain aspects of the personality.
You have Streets LA and Jessica Palmadessa going out to the Hollywood Test Center. You don't see the Scientologists setting up these tables, selling Dianetics books, using the E-meter. You only see them passing out flyers for Scientology videos, personality tests.
Basically, every 3 minutes.
Why? It might have to do with permits needed to maybe put a table out on the sidewalk. I don't know. I don't even think that's true. I'm just coming up with possible reasons. But I've seen people on Hollywood Boulevard put up tables and put out stuff. Anyway, I don't know. I just think it's interesting that you don't see them doing the E-meter and the books in LA. But it is something that you should see outside most lower-level Scientology organizations. And by the way, for anyone in the Tampa Bay area, if you are ever at some sort of a swap meet or a farmer's market or a flea market where you see like Scientologists with their Dianetics shirts and their books and their E-meters and their tables out there, please message me directly, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on Twitter, whether it's on email, growingupinScientology@gmail.com, because my fantasy is to be able to find this going on near me. Actually, I just realized I did see a video where Streets LA was at some sort of a farmer's market type thing, and he found them using the E-meter selling the Dianetics books. It was one of these things where you had to pay to have a setup and a table and everything, and the organizer of the event kicked Streets out. But you don't just see them raw dogging it on the sidewalks, as they say. Oh, wait, that means something else? Okay, I take it back. Okay, so this is...
I already went this way. Okay, well...
I'm going to play this at normal speed. I want you to get the sense of how the Scientology recruiter does his thing. The recruiter had absolutely no chance of working his magic with Aaron Ra. Aaron Ra really gave him a hard time. I think that's why he was there, which is more power to him. Let's take a look at this, guys. I might give you a little bit of commentary here and there since it's a relatively short video, but let's see how this goes down.
Better stuff in the other part of the basement. Better enemies.
Oh, you know, I'm going to turn on closed captioning. This guy has a heavy Latino accent, and for some reason, even the closed captions are a little hard to see on this, so I might try to repeat what he says sometimes if I think it's not totally clear. Do you want a stress test?
There's a secret shop over there. It's not that big a secret, What's the boulder can kill enemies, but...
He's asking him if you have any rings on his hands, because if you pick up the cans of the E-meter and you have rings on your hands, it'll cause the needle to rock slam, which is the Scientology word for the needle slashing back and forth.
Did you put it on your pocket? Okay. And then I want to ask you to hold the can.
Usually there's some kind of thing.
Secret green there.
Scientologists do call them cans. Hold the cans, please. Squeeze the cans. And anyway, I can't help but point out here that even when I was in Scientology, it was always, this is a pure gimmick. Like, this whole thing is a pure gimmick. Even saying the e-meter reads stress, Scientologists don't even believe that the e-meter reads stress. That's not how the e-meter works on a scientific basis. It's also not how the e-meter works even based on what L. Ron Hubbard says. And it's purely a gimmick to sell books. And, anyway, we'll just keep going.
Yes.
It's fucking cold outside. Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Thank you, sir. All right. This is the...
That's fucking absolutely.
Okay, he did not yet have the cans plugged into the e-meter, so that's what he's looking for, is the end of the leads.
So this machine is help us to how to find what stress you. Okay. See the needle moving there. Put the needle.
Okay, so here's the thing, guys. Literally anything makes that needle move. So the slightest physical movement makes that needle move. A quick little inhale through your nose can make that needle move. Thinking about something you're excited about can make the needle move. Getting startled can make the needle move. Thinking about anything you're anxious about can make the needle move. Thinking about something that you're super happy about can make the needle move. But you'll see, he literally uses that. Any movement of the needle. See, that's stress. That's stress.
Free potion.
Okay. I want to ask you a question. You don't have to hold it not too tight.
See, I can handle that. I was scared actually.
Like
realize
holding.
I'm fucking powerful. I have the
okay.
Now, guys, what does it mean for the state of Scientology that this is an American, a Scientology organization in an American city, and they're trying to sell this book to Americans, and they're sending a guy out there who barely speaks English?
The needle moves to the right, and then it shows stress. When as you already something. Okay, good. Think of a situation, a problem in your life that is causing you stress. Did you think of something? No.
What you just saw play out is pretty much exactly how a Scientology auditing session goes. You ask the person a question, the meter gives a reaction. You ask the person, did they think of anything? And they go, no. And then you have to help them figure out what it was they were thinking when you ask the question. Eventually, when someone understands how an auditing session works, they understand the fastest way to get through the session is to just come up with an answer and don't fight the auditor. But I just thought it was funny that he's like, no, I didn't think of anything.
Okay.
I mean, money,
Money, okay. All right. Now think of something else that's causing you stress.
Well, there is nothing else.
Nothing else. Okay. Like, what about the relationship?
The world is on fire, so there's that.
I think that was the last switch, guys.
Family,
No, the world.
the world.
Yeah.
Okay. All
In
right.
9 minutes comes around.
Well, there is
We have a psychopath
explain
in
that. So
office.
5 seconds.
Destroying
See it
everything
in
the
the next
Constitution
short.
stood for, all of that. That's
Watch
stressful.
shorts.
That's good. Yeah, that is
Yeah, right
that
here.
is something
Okay, so
I do
I
think
just
the
hit
same way, but
a
it's
bunch of buttons in the
nothing that I
basement.
can do
I'm trying to see
about
if
that. Yeah. Okay.
this bus. Oh,
Well,
there's one more button.
let me ask you a question now.
See that? That's what I was looking
Something in your life that is messing up your life.
for. I was
Something
looking to.
in your life that is bothering you.
No,
Nothing.
I didn't
Now he's
elect that clown. I didn't set the world on fire. I didn't cause all of this stuff to happen. I'm just doing whatever I can to stop it.
Banana.
Okay. So it's kind of the one, but nothing of your family relationship with wife, your boss, your work.
This is my wife. I think 15 years now.
His wife standing next to him. He's like, "Does your wife stress you out?" I can't help but offer some thoughts on this. Now, so the guy's asking questions about stress. What are you stressed about? Is there anything you're stressed about? First of all, what the hell does this have to do with the Dianetics book? Nothing. The Dianetics book is not about stress. That's why this whole thing is a gimmick. The e-meter is a gimmick. The questions are a gimmick. The whole routine is a gimmick. Because honestly, if the book was just about stress and techniques to handle stress, what do you need the e-meter for? It's like you don't need the e-meter for anything at all. I think the technique here is basically like they're supposed to use the e-meter to indicate that, oh, that's real. See, the e-meter indicates that there's stress associated with this, and this book will handle the stress. But guys, the book has nothing to do with the e-meter.
Honestly, this is supposed to be a good
The Dianetics book was written before before the e-meter even existed in Scientology. In fact, the auditing procedure as given in the book Dianetics doesn't even work with an e-meter. You do not use an e-meter when doing book 1 Dianetics auditing. So this whole thing is just a charade. It's to make it look science-y, to make it look, see, the meter registers your stress, so your stress is real. This book will fix it for you.
Make a harder one.
All right, let's see what else goes on.
You'll see what I mean if you keep watching this shit.
So
this is a better
nothing there is causing you.
Yeah, I'd rather have 3 defense than 2
or something.
I feel bad that I said he barely speaks English. He actually has a pretty good vocabulary.
Good,
it's not about me. Kind of look at things bigger than me.
Yes, sir. Okay. Okay.
1.
So, well,
4.
We have this book, Dianetics, and it helps us to find more. It helps us to become more happier and competent. This is what the Dianetics is about.
I'm pretty
happy
the
Diablo rules.
and confident.
I've died already, so.
Well, yeah, you are, and that there is also a way to.
Maybe when I do like a speed one, I'll do.
See, I just can't help it. If all you're gonna do is be like, hey, the book makes you happier and more confident, and it helps you whether you're unhappy and lack confidence, it will give you some of that.